The Quickening, are you an Innie or an Outie? I don't want to confuse you out to an oblivion. I'm here when you are ready. Sorry for a flood of text. But what shared to him also can apply to everybody as community. In your honor, sir. I issue this upon the day. What I mean of special media, this will be placed. It has no name applied here, in its writing. As true as all things from here, truth absolute. It's our society peace-building tools elite. You are the man spoken of this day and upon the quote held in mem space. Show class, have pride, and display character. If you do, winning takes care of itself. Paul Bryant. https://www.brainyquote.com/quotes/keywords/character.html http://community.gruwup.net http://community.gruwup.net/prejudice http://community.gruwup.net/persuasive-technology at Grow Up 2017. Great reasons us you there Travis, I hear Martin, and all around. Will unite peace. You are definitely a pleasure to be open for further busting out of nuts galore. Indeed I be disqualifying choices and only those who show class, pride, and / or character at first glaze are in. The outs will ponder to wonder and waste away to its ways. In the mind way success over the Quickening bridge we will fly. February 7th year 2007 +10. At the beckoning hour of 2 hours afternoon. And 48 over the top of the hour. In the place on earth where what is no by. Just a passing number 5280. A mile high we are already in flight. Yes we only go higher. Bye. Number Makta Pond says to our world and declares this is the only fact of knowing social science. Action and motion of recombinant mimetics. Engineering technology that we must be. Connecting and uniting in our worldly way. To be of the inclusive not ever be abusive. Upon outside of yourself the mind and self of another one's freedoms, expressions, progressions and show. For the outside will be ins and the insides. Be drawn to the outs. This is now to the ever so ever gutter of your insolence upon humanity's compassionates. To the ever so ever gutter you prove it for all the world as a whole to see and never can you remove it. It is shit your sight the shitty way you are drawn and stuck upon your face. And never be erased. It is now to harden your love and break the chains of your fear and hate. We cannot be any other way but united. All of all we stand. Or divided we must all fall. And no one escapes being of addictus the fall of all falls. It will be the fall from God's good grace. For we must be upon selves. To grow over so slightly a point of change to a level that we see ourselves was the childish ones. We are all at that level must we help to climb and grow over the wall. For those who don't dash it's a hurting child that is silent that no one pays any more time to see beyond the level we're crying. Is any more anyone crying in such a way to make everyone see themselves out of the edge of the cliff dash and they fake it. Walking over its demise dash. It's a cry that is mistrustfully played against the commons of our better community and suckers. Are there thinking believing that they are secretively working, when they are of the outs and the ins are weaving the axe into historical data. It's here believe me believe us. It is here the time crossing of techno-realism. And it does not play favorites. Grow up and leave that level of childish coldness and stillness of heart down at your side of pride and walk away from it forever. Be of a level that faults show class of class that status quo thought hey are of no faults, are false dash. They are left undone to be unwise to be tossed out and be said forevermore. Bye. The Myth of Addictus. March 2, 2013 in AA, Addiction and Recovery, Hope. The myth of Addictus was about a slave whose master set him free, but the slave was so used to his chains and his pain that when his master allowed him to roam and be free, the slave wandered the land with his chains still intact. All the time he wandered his chains were unlocked and he could have simply taken them off, but being so used to and so in love with his chains and pains he chose to not take them off. The rest of this article is from a spirited writer and addictions specialists, Thomas Lavis. The original link seems to be dead but was found at http://www.lapismagazine.org/return-of-the-spirit-by-Thomas-Lavin. To be addicted comes from the Latin word addicere, to give my voice over to someone who is addicted has no voice. Linda Leonard wrote a wonderful book called Witness to the Fire, Creativity in the Veil of Addiction, in which she talks about the word addiction. What does it mean? Where does it come from? Ad means to or toward and dicere means to speak. Addiction is when I give my voice to or toward some person, place, thing, or even a process. Process addictions are rigid attitudinal ways of approaching the world. Addiction need not be limited to alcohol or drugs. I can give myself overhand over my voice to anything. In fact, the original meaning of addictus was spiritual, in the sense of someone dedicated to the gods, one whose voice was given over to the divine, e.g. the third step of AA. Thus, inherent in the meaning of addiction is the sense of dedication, or bearing witness, to creative energies. Among the Romans, addiction also signified the making over of goods to another by a legal sale. A slave was even known as an addictus, someone who had no voice, who was a slave to a master. Addiction is the act of giving oneself over to something as one's master. Addiction is terrible, it is true, but addiction can be transformed. How can the addict get her or his voice back, so that they can respond to what they have been called to? Within every addiction there is a vocation, a calling, vocation coming from the Latin word meaning to hear or listen and therefore to respond. Addiction is far from the end of the line. Like the biblical prophet Samuel did in the night, how do I respond if I don't have a voice? Samuel went to his guru and said, I think I hear my name called, and he is told by the prophet Eli, say here I am Ref, 1 Samuel, chapter 3. Saying yes is part of dealing with addiction. The spiritual part of addiction, getting my voice back, is to be able to say yes to all of life. No one, no thing, is excluded, precluded, left out. In dealing with addiction, we have to see it as one side. It might be a sad story, maybe generations of sad stories, but we can't talk about addiction, whether positive or negative, without pain, because people who get their spirit back have to deal with the pain of staying with their own creative spirit.
At growup.net, Peacebuilding website headquarters. 34 degrees 0904.2 north 117 degree 1839.7 west. Awesome Cramo Bone Glows and Blows Playroom. San Bernardino, CA. At GrowUp 2018. Great reasons us you there, I hear, and all visiting guests and outside listening audience. Will unite peace. http://community.gruwup.net http://community.gruwup.net